can't bring you up. I'm supposed to go to following and it usually has you pop up. I'm not following these people. I don't know who these people are.
Hello, hello. See people starting to pop on. So good to see everyone this afternoon. What time is it? Got a different time for me to go live. How's everyone doing today on this Friday? Getting prepped for the weekend? Hello, hello, Justina. Hello, Marilyn. So good to see everyone today. Happy Friday, happy Friday. So, I'm going to start with some cards as people are starting to join us. Y'all know I usually just do psychic mediumship, but I'm going to do some cards. I think, who was the first one? I think Justina was the first one to say hello. So, we're going to pull some cards for Justina, see what we have going on here. Let's see, let's see. All right. Okay. So, Miss Justina, the first card I got was the High Priestess. The High Priestess is about intuition, sitting in your divine feminine, sitting in that power without pushing it out on others, knowing and being confident in who you are. So you have a ton of divine feminine energy going around you, because first is the High Priestess and then is the Queen of Swords. The Swords is really all about your thoughts and the subconscious, and the Queen is about the mother nurturing energy of the suit. So both of these cards really talk a lot and speak a lot about your intuition. Sitting in your intuition, feeling the power of your intuition. I was like, okay, so she has this intuition. She needs to sit with it. Where is it taking her? What does she need to use it for? The Ten of Pentacles is next. The Ten of Pentacles, the Pentacle suit is about jobs, material goods. It feels like this is kind of related to a job. So make sure you're using your intuition when it comes to job-related things. I actually do a lot of mentorship on running businesses from an intuitive level, because a lot of times we waste a lot of time and energy analyzing something and going back and forth because we feel like we're being pulled to go in a direction, but analytically it's not working. And how do you marry those two worlds together? And so once you are sitting with your intuition and really letting your intuition guide your work, or volunteer. Like some people are like, well, I don't work. So think of it, where are you getting out? Do you volunteer at a church? Do you volunteer with your children? Something that you do that is work, that could be considered work. Make sure you're following your intuition with that. So once you start following your intuition with that and you settle with it, where is it ending? It's ending you with the Two of Cups. It means you're going to find balance in your relationships. This tells me right now some of your relationships, they feel unbalanced and you're not really sure why. Sit with your intuition, let them guide you, and then you will have more balance in them. Hello, Tiffany. Hello, Tammy. Hello, everyone. So glad everyone is joining me today. So happy to see everyone. If anyone's interested, I just put my new Demystifying Spirit for May. Once a month, I do a free event held via Zoom. It's called Demystifying Spirit, and we break down how I get my readings so that people understand psychic mediumship is nothing. It's very understandable. Whoops. You got to see my extra light, my plans, my books. I accidentally hit that. All right, I'm so glad to see everyone here. I want to thank y'all so much for sharing my live. I see that Tracy just shared my live. Tracy, thank you, thank you. Let's pull a card for Tracy. Let's pull some cards for Tracy here. Let's see what we have going on. Okay, being told to stop, so let's see what we have going on, Miss Tracy. All right. Okay. The first card we got was the Four of Cups. The Four is about solid. Cups is about relationships. This is about the solid relationships around you. But when you have the Four of Cups, yes, you have solid relationships around you, but there is a relationship that you're kind of taking for granted. You see how they're kind of looking away from the card. That's showing that, yes, there's solid relationships around you, but you're kind of looking away like, no, don't really see it for what it is. Okay, I was like, what relationship is that about? It's a male relationship around you. It is a male relationship that is around you that you are, this gentleman is kind of ambitious. He has a lot of energy, but sometimes you take what he brings to the table for granted, which is okay. We do that sometimes. So once you realize who that is, what are you supposed to do then? You have the Page of Swords. The page is about kind of bringing new vigor into the relationship. So this tells me there is a male who is around you who you're kind of taking for granted. It happens a lot in relationships and marriages. It just it just happens. And this is just a reminder to bring some youthful energy into the relationship. Do something unexpected. Thank you. Do something fun. Just bring some youthful vigor into the relationship. And then we're going to end, the last card we're going to end with is the Moon card. The Moon card is about your subconscious or in any anxiety. So have you been having anxiety around one of your relationships because you feel like it's not going well? Think about who you might be taking for granted and make sure you are infusing it with youthful energy, doing something fun, and it will release that anxiety. All right, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you letting me read you today. Hello, hello, Charmine. Hello, Tia. Aw, congratulations, Tracy. I felt like it was your husband, but I wasn't going to call him out like that. Hi, Carmen. And congratulations on your anniversary. You've been married 26 years. So it was perfect that the reading was about the male energy in your life. And congratulations. That's a long time. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hello, Joy. Hello, Marilyn. Hello, E-Coastal. So good to see everyone today. I'm going to pull a card for you. I want to thank everyone for sharing my live and liking it. I so appreciate you. Thank you, Sarah, for the gifts. I appreciate you. I dropped a card. I had to pick that up. All right. Thank you, Carmen, for sharing my live. Let me pull some cards for Carmen. Let me see what we have here. Oh, here we go. Falling out. Ooh, Carmen. Carmen, you've been having some issues at work? You have a lot of work stuff going on? That's what the cards are looking like as I'm pulling them. All right. Lots of work energy around these. A lot of like tangible good energy around it. The first card is the Page of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles is about foundations. It is about work. I haven't worked in months. They don't want to fire me though. Okay, makes sense that there is so much work energy going on. Why haven't you worked for a month, honey? Okay, so this is about potential at work. This is about starting in a new direction with work. This is about doing something new, finding something fun to do. So, okay, where is this leading us? The Page of Pentacles is about new opportunities, heading in a new direction. It's like, okay, where is this going? The King of Pentacles is about, again, we have the Pentacles, same suit, about work. It's about knowledge. It's about tangible goods. And the King is very much showing that you are building a strong foundation. You're building a strong foundation in your work environment. But while you're building that strong foundation, there are going to be some challenges. There's going to be some challenges when it relates to your ambition and motivation. Building a strong foundation, but there are going to be there's going to be some, I'm sorry, my dog started like chewing on my, just as I was talking, my dog started chewing on my pants, so I was trying to get him off of my pants as I was talking. Okay, there's going to be some challenges when it relates to building that foundation. But you're going to find some relief when you start partnering with people. When you start sharing in that knowledge. When you start partnering with people. Oh, I hope you get a new opportunity. You really need it. You got in a car accident yesterday. Well, I am glad that you are here to be able to talk on our live. That means even if your car was messed up, it means that you are okay, and that's what matters. Cars can be replaced. Thank you, Miss Carmen, for letting me read your cards. I so appreciate it. All right, looks like we have several people on our live now, so let's get going with the spirits. Are y'all getting ready to go with the spirits? You probably are. You're like, finally. I always have to laugh because people see me and they're like, talk to the dead. That's what you do. So let's do it. The first person I have stepping up here is a mom energy. This mom energy is showing me, what does he have? Oh, it felt like someone's crinkling something. I was reading as we have both the dogs in here. I was like, what do they have? My husband's like, they have some bones, but I could hear crinkling, and she had a plastic bag. I knew I heard crinkling. This mom energy is showing me that she was very particular about her house. Like, I have my two dogs here, and she had to step over these dogs to get to me, and she's like, the hair, the mess. She was not about that. This lady is showing me her house was always very pristine. Everything was in its place. It was a little dated, but oh my goodness. Like I said, this house was very pristine house. She is showing me that she was a little lady. Not necessarily, well, she wasn't very tall either, but she was also tiny. Like, she never gained a lot of weight. She was a tiny lady. And she always walked fast. She's showing me just zipping around. Zip, 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 zip. She was fast, had to accomplish things. Always was wearing lipstick. She really liked her lipstick. She liked having her hair done just so. She went to the salon religiously, she is showing me. Like me, I don't go unless I have to. My hair is a mess. I was like, oh, I need to go. She religiously went to the salon. She is showing me Estee Lauder. She liked Estee Lauder products. She is also showing me she bruised really easily. I don't know why she's bringing that up. But she is showing me that you, like, touching her like this, and she would bruise. So she is showing me that she bruised really easily. Towards the end of her life, she felt very alone. I'm not saying she was alone. You heard the words I said. She felt very alone. So someone on here might be saying, well, I checked on my mom. I talked to her. I did this or that, but it was just never enough for her. She was, I want to say self-centered, and she stopped me, but she liked all the attention. All right, I am going to recap this information. I want to thank Hannah for sharing my live. Thank you, Miss Hannah. I appreciate y'all sharing my live. It really helps in the algorithms. I so appreciate you. All right. It's a mom energy. I'm hearing a B name around her also. Like Betty or Belle. A B name around her. She is showing me that everything in her house was very pristine. Like my dogs, no, not having it. Everything had to be just so. She was everything resonates except Estee Lauder. Let's see if she can go live. Oh, she cannot go live. She only has 2 followers. It could be Beverly. It could be Beverly. Does this resonate with you, Miss Carmen? Okay, let me finish that she was a tiny lady, that she walked around very fast. She she went regularly to have her hair done, not like me who just like, whenever it gets terrible, I'll go. She liked to have her lipstick on. She is showing me Estee Lauder. She is showing me she bruised very easily. And towards the end of her life, she felt alone. Now, I'm saying she felt alone because I don't feel like she really was. I see someone checking on her and making sure she's okay, but for her, it was just never enough. Does this resonate with anyone? Miss Carmen, do you know who this is? Wait just a second to see if someone claims her. Can I repeat? Of course I can. I have a mom energy, B name. I was like Betty, it could be Beverly Bell. She is showing me she was a high energy person. Everything in our house was just pristine to the point like she is talking about stepping over my dogs like ew. And it's not about she didn't like the dog, she didn't like the mess. And she is showing me like my bookshelf here would freak her out because you see there's some things that are kind of, the books are kind of weird. I have some things sitting here in a weird angle. That would just, she's like, no, everything had to just be so. She's showing me that she was a tiny lady. She wasn't extremely short, but she was thin. She was very tiny. She always went regularly and had her hair done. She always had her lipstick on. It was very important for her to keep that on when she left the house. She's showing me Estee Lauder Cosmetics. She is also letting me know that she bruised very easily, and towards the end of her life, she felt very alone. Not saying she was alone. I don't feel like she was. I see someone calling and checking on her, but it was never enough. All right, does this lady resonate with anyone? I want to thank everyone who is liking my live and following me. Thank you, Miss Love, for following me. I want to thank all my people who have been following me for quite some time. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. All right, does this lady resonate with anyone? I don't see anyone claiming her. Someone asked if it was Beverly, and hello, Desiree. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. I appreciate you being here. I so appreciate that.
Somebody just said that they booked an appointment with you and they're so excited they've been waiting for years.
Oh my goodness. Someone said they scheduled an appointment with me. They've been waiting for years. Oh my goodness. I appreciate that. You only heard tiny. Okay, one more time. Thank you, Tia, for sharing my live. I so appreciate you. One more time, I'm going to recap this. If it fits you, please put a yes in the comments, and I will give you the message from her. I'm having a mom energy here with a B name. I'm hearing it is like Betty, Belle, Beverly. She is showing me that everything in her house was just pristine. I'm also seeing that she had some green glass, like green glass tchotchkes that she sat around, but everything is perfectly dusted, everything is perfectly kept. To the point where you would go there and sit at her house like you don't want to mess anything up. Though it's not expensive stuff, it is kept really well. She's also showing me that she was a tiny lady, not necessarily short, but tiny. And she walked around, she was always fast, always going around. She had her hair done regularly, like actually went to the salon and had it done regularly. Always had her lipstick on when she left the house. She is showing me Estee Lauder. She's also letting me know that she bruised easily. And towards the end of her life, she felt very alone. Though she wasn't alone, I see someone calling and checking on her. You're very welcome, Lindsay. All right. It doesn't look like anyone's going to claim her, so I am going to let it go. We'll bring her back up in a little while to see if we can get her claimed. All right, I'm hearing this next person stepping up. I've been really good. Thank you. Hello, Jed Loves Cross. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Audrey. Okay, I'm hearing the name Doug. First thing I hear off of this person is Doug. Doug is letting me know, he's giving me a headache. So Doug had headaches. He had head problems. It's making my head hurt really badly. He's also letting me know that when he went outside, he always wore shades, or he would get, it's like if these headaches were a problem for him, and if he didn't wear shades, he would also get more. more headaches. Doug is showing me that he had brown hair. And he always wore slacks and his shirt, a button-up shirt with it tucked in and a belt. It was very important to wear a belt, and his belt matched his shoes.
As it should.
My moderator said as it should. Those things don't matter to me, just so we're clear. I'm hearing, I was going to say heavy metal music, and he stopped me because I don't think this is classic heavy metal music, but I'm hearing like AC/DC, Ozzy Osbourne. So that's the kind of music he listened to. He is also letting me know he never really left that, what is that, that 80s music. He always was talking about 80s music, and that was his jam. He was a teenager in the 80s, and he is showing me all those things that we drank in the 80s that we shouldn't have been. Surprised we're still alive after that. He also died from cancer. All right, let me recap this and see if we can get this gentleman claimed here. All right. Okay. I was just going to invite someone to go live. It doesn't look like they have enough followers. After this, I'm going to pop over to Instagram. Instagram is kind of fun because I can just invite people to go live, and there they are. All right, I'm hearing a Doug name around this gentleman. He's given me a headache. Like, this guy had problems with headaches, and he's showing me going outside. He always had to have glasses on. He's actually showing me transition lenses, so it goes farther than just having shades on outside. He had transition lenses. Brown hair. He is also showing me he liked all that 80s music. Specifically, he's talking about Ozzy Osbourne and AC/DC, that type of 80s music. He's letting me know he died from cancer. He's also showing me that he frequently wore a button-up shirt and slacks. And I'm not saying they don't look expensive, but they were very well taken care of. So button-up shirts tucked into slacks, and he has a belt on, which he is showing me matched his shoes. He feels to me like he had a very structured job. Like everything had to be in a line in his job. He had a desk job, and everything had to be lined up, like the IRS or something like that. All right, does this gentleman sound familiar to anyone? Does this gentleman sound familiar? I'm not going to have two spirits in a row going unclaimed now, am I? I don't think I've ever had that happen. My moderator said no, I haven't. I've never had that happen. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. I want to thank you for liking and sharing my live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you all. All right, so this gentleman doesn't sound familiar to anyone. I'm going to go back and recap the first spirit, who is the mom energy, because I'm not going to have two spirits not claimed. We're just not going to do that. All right, this first spirit I had here was a mom energy. This mom energy, I'm hearing a B name around her, as in Betty or Belle, something like that. And I'm seeing it around her. She is showing me that everything in her house was pristine, and she keeps showing me like green glass, like green. She collected green glass things like tchotchkes to sit around, but everything is dusted just so. Her house is pristine, but it's not fancy. It's just very well kept. It's actually kind of dated. I know they are coming in strong, right, Tracy? Are you feeling them, Tracy? Are you psychic yourself? Are you double linking with me? If you are, good for you. And she is showing me that she was a very tiny lady. She was not necessarily short, but she was tiny. And she walked around really fast. She's showing me Estee Lauder products. She always liked to have her lipstick on. She went regularly to have her hair done. It's very important to have her keep her hair up. She is also showing me that she bruised very easily. And towards the end of her life, she felt alone. And she wasn't alone. I'm seeing someone checking on her. Oh, thank you, Alicia. Thank you, thank you. For the end of the month. Oh, you must be talking about the end of May. Yes, yes. Oh, we are in May. This lady, also, so just y'all know, this lady who I was just describing, she was also very particular. Like, if you misspoke, she wasn't going to let it go. Because I was like, oh, I was thinking we were in April, and someone said they just booked for the end of the month. I was like, oh, that must be May. And she's like, we're in May. So she was someone who was going to correct you. Does this lady sound familiar to anyone? I don't see anyone claiming her. All right.
Recap the guy again.
What's up? You want me to recap the guy?
Recap the man again.
I don't know. Do I want to recap this guy? Okay, I have a gentleman here. I don't know, people. I don't know what's going on. This doesn't happen. Okay, this gentleman's, I am hearing a Doug name around him, a D name around him. He is letting me know that he wore transition glasses, you know, the ones that get dark when you go outside, and that he had brown hair.
Joe
He also,
says, I really think she's my grandma.
oh, okay, Miss Joe. Okay, I'm sorry, Joe, because as I was like, oh, okay, she stomped her foot. And so this lady is someone who, like, I don't know, she's so funny because she's so tiny and she's stomping her foot at me like, she told you earlier, but it wasn't clear earlier. Because you said everything, there was something about it that didn't fit.
Estee Lauder, I think.
Oh, my husband said the Estee Lauder. And so she is stomping her foot at me because it is, oh, my grandmother was fierce, haha. She was. She's a tiny little thing, but she's so stomping her foot at me. I love that. Yes, and you could tell that just about her house and about how she's talking about my dogs. She was fierce. That's very good. So, because she wasn't claimed, and now she's being claimed, it's also allowing part of her personality to come through. And she's more of on me about, she told you it was me, but yes, but there was something about you that didn't resonate. And she is so, like, I don't know if you remember her doing this. So if you remember her doing this, Joe, put a yes or no. She, like, crossed her arms and was like, get it together, woman. I'm sorry. It's not funny, but it is. All right. Okay, so what's your message?
Explaining her to a T. That's her.
Ah, very good. Thank you, Joe. She said, I'm explaining her to a T. That's her. You know, sometimes when things aren't claimed right away, spirits do not let anything go unnoticed. They don't let anything go unused. So the fact that she wasn't claimed right at first, or I didn't allow it to go through, she's still going to use that to show part of her personality. So she's completely using it. And it's matching her personality perfect. She is saying, Joe, that... Okay, she can't go live, can she? No, okay, very good. This is a message I just wanted to deliver to you in person. She's talking about...
Does it work the same on TikTok? They can request? Still.
Oh, you know what, Joe? Can you request to go live with me? I forgot about that. My moderator reminded me. So I can't request for you to go live because you don't have enough followers, but you can request to go live with me. So I don't know if you can do that. Can you do that
I'm not sure
request?
on this or...
It does work that way.
We'll see.
I know. I don't see her coming up. So you just click the person down at the bottom and you ask to go live.
It's not letting her.
Thank y'all for the crown. TikTok's been really weird lately. Okay, so the message is, Miss Joe, that you've had someone, she shows me you've been through a couple, like from the time you were little, you've had people kind of tap you down and try to make you conform to things instead of letting you be who you need to be. And I'm not saying these people were doing it to be mean. They were not doing it to be mean. Sometimes they were trying to make you follow guidelines. They were just trying to constrict you to make you accomplish things in life. But because of that, it's like there was a path laid out in someone else's mind that they wanted you to follow. And your grandmother is apologizing for that because it's made you hesitant. It's made you not be confident in your decisions and with who you are at a soul level. And your grandmother is telling me that she is sorry for that. She saw it happening and she could have defended you. And she's saying that she should have stood up for you more. She wants you to know just how smart you are, and there are some things in life that you've been wanting to accomplish. It feels like a next level education. And you're kind of backing off from it because you're not sure you can accomplish it. And she wants you to know that you absolutely can accomplish it. She wants you to know that I'm hearing a chirping noise. Birds. See, and your grandmother is kind of odd herself, because just the way she's giving me the information, she didn't show me a bird. Like, why didn't she show me a bird? Thousands of spirits have shown me birds to say that they send birds. She didn't. She had to be different, and I heard chirping. I was like, why am I hearing this chirping? And she was saying, because I sent her birds. Why didn't you show me the birds like the thousands of other people? And she is saying that you yourself, your personality is a little bit eclectic. The way you process information is a little bit different, and she wants you to start honoring that. She wants you to stop trying to conform. She wants you to stop looking around you and looking at people and kind of gauging your behavior off of that, because she says you are unique and you are beautiful, and she wants you to start stepping into that. All right. Thank you, Miss Jo. I appreciate you. And thank you, Sissy, for sharing my live. Oh, thank you, Jo. She said she really needed that. You're very welcome. And the birds make so much sense coming from her. So whatever you're doing, and if anyone ever wants to know how I get my information from Spirit, on my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, under events, I'm doing a Zoom event in May where I'm starting to do them every month. It's called Demystifying Spirit, and I'm going to show you how I get my information. Something else that is in the works, so keep a lookout for it. Go sign up for information from my website, because it's something that's in the works. I have noticed lately that during my mentorship sessions with people that have paid for me to mentor them one-on-one, there's been a slew of me helping healers heal and move to the next level. Like people who want to, Reiki masters, people who did energetic healings, people who do healing touch. And they found themselves blocked, and I've been able to help them move to the next level. But I will admit, my mentorship program, when you mentor one-on-one with someone, it's going to be more expensive. So I'm going to do it. I just haven't planned. I'm going to do a group mentorship that's going to be for healers or that want to heal. And so be on the lookout for that. It's still in the planning stages, but it's going to come out. So I'm going to limit the class so that we'll have more one-on-one. So you'll get to have a group, and then you'll have a one-on-one with me each month.
Recap on the guy.
I'll recap on the guy. Okay, this gentleman I have here, I am hearing a D name around him, Dougie, Douglas. He is making my head hurt right here, like right here. I don't know if that's a tension headache, and he wore transition lenses. He loved like that AC/DC, Ozzy, that type of 80s music. He died from cancer. He is showing me that he had brown hair, and he wore pants and a button-up shirt and always had it tucked in. It was very important that his belt matched his shoes. And he had a very regimented job, like a government job, IRS, something like that, very regimented. If this gentleman fits you, please put a yes in the comments. Okay, Linda Bowden, I'm just going to ask you to go live. Linda? I can't hear her. Can you hear her? Can't hear you, Miss Linda.
Yeah,
Can't hear you, Miss Linda.
we're gonna go outside for a minute.
Linda,
Outside for a minute.
are you there?
Yeah,
Okay, very good. Very good. I can hear you now. Where are you located, Linda?
Utah.
Utah. All right. Provo area?
Yeah, Salt Lake area.
Is that close to Provo? Provo just popped in my head when you said Utah.
Well, it's close, but not that close.
All right. Do you have someone who passed, who's in spirit, who lived in the Provo area? Because that popped in for a reason.
Yeah, my dad had a brother that lived in Provo.
And he's in spirit, your uncle?
Yeah,
Okay, very
they
good.
all are.
Okay, very good. So this person, I knew that Provo had popped in for a reason. You know, I don't even know Utah, those smaller cities. I know some of the bigger cities, but not the smaller ones. Okay, so let's see who this is. This is a gentleman stepping up. This gentleman is letting me know that towards the end of his life, he had a lot of stomach problems. Like he's making my stomach just really bother me. And I'm starting to I'm taking Tums. I'm thinking that is going to help, and it doesn't. I go to the doctor, and it is part of my demise here on this planet. Do you know who that is?
It's a male.
Yes, it's a male.
Well, my son's got problems, stomach problems.
Okay, so your son is on planet, and he has stomach problems.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So this is perfect. Is your son named after someone in spirit?
No.
Okay,
I
very
don't
good.
think so. Nope.
Okay, so now for those of y'all watching, we're going to see where this is going, and for Linda too. We're going to see where this is taking us. I have a male. He was from the Provo area, but he started talking to me about stomach problems, and Linda is like, not spirit, but my son who is alive has stomach problems. So this gentleman is trying to get me to her son, but he missed a big step. He missed his identification. So I'm going to go back to him. He is showing me that he was a thinner man. Like this man, his entire life, he kept himself kind of in shape. He's also showing me he was bald. He did have a little wispy hair here, and it was gray. He's also showing me being very wise, like he was a calm man, and he was also kind of wise. I feel like I'm in a leadership role. Now you're in Utah, so I was being very careful, making sure I wasn't in my ego, because the second I hear Utah, I think of Mormon.
Right.
And so he is showing me, and so he was showing me a Bible. So I wasn't sure if it was a Bible or a Book of Mormon. So he was involved in a church.
Yes. The one in Provo, yes.
Yes. And who is this to you? Is this your dad?
No, that was my dad's uncle, an uncle of my dad.
Okay. And is this a Book of Mormon or is it a Bible?
It'd be a Bible.
Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure because I knew the second I hear Utah, I think Mormon.
Yeah.
This gentleman is laughing. He's not offended at all. He said, everyone does, honey. It's okay. Okay. So now we know this gentleman is going to talk about your son because we're talking about stomach problems. Now, your son is a young adult or an older teenager?
An older teenager, 50.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And have you been taking him to a doctor?
Yeah, he's been treated for about 10 years with it.
And what did they diagnose him with?
Crohn's disease.
I don't know anything about that. All right.
It's a stomach problem.
He is showing me, and I don't know if this fits, but he is showing me, I'm sure if y'all been dealing with it for 10 years, you have all the knowledge, but I'm just going to tell you what he's telling me. If it resonates, great. If not, leave it. He is showing me a lot of the things that I do and take that are anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
And he is very much showing me, and I'm going to tell you what he's showing me. I just actually did a TikTok on it, so it's funny he's referencing. It's a drink I drink that is cacao, turmeric, and manuka honey, and it's anti-inflammatory. And he is very much showing me Does your son ever cheat on his diet?
Well, he don't eat like he should. Is
Yeah,
that cheating?
yes. And he is acknowledging it's hard just because, your son's a older teenager. It's hard enough as adults to do what we're supposed to do. And he just wants to live his life. But he is very much telling me that you yourself, Linda, have a lot of healing ability in you. So whenever I heal people, it's basically praying over them. It's creating energetic connection from the spirit world to pray over your son. So he is telling me, I'm not surprised he steps up with the Bible and now he's talking about praying, but he's telling you to continue praying for your son and do it with confidence and passion. Does that make sense to you?
Uh-huh.
And he's also telling me real quick, he was about to leave and he was about to close down the reading. He's telling me for you to go on that trip. Is there a trip you've been planning, but you've been kind of like, maybe I shouldn't go?
Nope. Nope.
He's showing me July, August time frame.
July or August. A little one, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It isn't a great big fancy trip. It's just a little getaway. Yeah.
There is something, as it gets closer, he's making me feel like something's going to happen. You're going to start second guessing if you should go. And he is saying, no, go. You deserve it. You are home. Like, you just do what you're supposed to do every day. You are so dependable. You walk with integrity. You're very stable. He's saying, go, enjoy yourself.
Okay.
So he is saying as it gets closer, you're going to kind of be like, I don't know, should I go? Something's going to happen that's going to make you question it. And he's saying no.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Linda.
Okay, thank you so much.
Have a good day.
You too, hon. Bye-bye.
It's windy wherever she is. I don't know where she is, but it's very windy. All right. All right, Miss Sissy, I'm about to ask you to go live. I know, I'm doing this all today. Hi, Sissy. You.
Hey, Christy.
Where are you located, Sissy?
I'm in Montgomery, Alabama.
Montgomery, Alabama. All right. Very good. All right. You want your dad, Tom?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Okay, so this gentleman stepping up, for one thing, he's being kind of funny. He wants to tease me, so I know that was part of his personality. But what he showed me is, I'm not quite sure. He showed me Tom Jones. Do you remember? Anyone in your family ever listen to him, Tom Jones? Remember that singer from way back when?
I don't even know a Tom Jones.
You don't remember him? Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you to ask like your mom and other people if they used to listen to Tom Jones, because he is very much showing me that gentleman. He's laughing about it because he was very, he was racy for when he came out, but he really wasn't. I mean, today he'd be like, whatever. But when he came out, he was a little bit racy. Like, people were like, what, you're listening to Tom Jones? So ask your mom later if she listened to him, because that's what he's referencing.
I will.
Now, Miss Sissy, Tom is talking about, for one thing, he had an illness, and towards the end of his life, I feel like people rotated taking care of him. Do you know what he's referencing?
I took him to the doctor, but he lived with my younger sister.
Okay, very good. So that makes sense, the rotation. He is also showing me, are there 4 girls?
Amy, Lee. Yes, ma'am. 4 girls and a boy.
Okay, he's showing me. He really, and I know, okay, so I was about to say something about, he's saying how much he enjoyed the girls, and he showed me sandpaper. So he really quick wanted me to know there is some friction in the family, and there always has been. He recognized that he, told me that from the sandpaper. But he is showing me how much he did love all of the girls.
He did.
He's also letting me know, Sissy, are you looking for a new job?
I'm afraid that there's something fixing to happen at my work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The
Okay.
big boss called this morning, and there's something that I feel is going to happen at work.
Okay. So I love that you said that. I'm going to answer your question, but I love you said that. I want everyone listening to pay attention to what Sissy said. She said, I feel something's going to happen at my work. So whenever you listen to people talk, I can tell how they get their information from spirit. It's called clairs. Because whenever people say, I feel, that's clairsentience. That is spirit, Sissy, letting you know, hey, heads up, something is going to happen.
Okay.
And your dad is acknowledging to start, he's showing me starting to spread your net. Start to look around. Start looking and see what's out there. Look and see what's available to you.
Okay.
He is also, are you a beach girl? Do you love the beach?
I love the beach. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he shows me he showed me your toes in the sand and I just felt completely relaxed. That doesn't happen to me because I don't like the sand, but so I knew it was you. I do not get relaxed with my feet in the sand. But he showed me what's my representation of you and your toes in the sand. Also, he is showing me very bright toenails. Have you recently had your toenails painted or done?
Not yet.
When in the summertime, do you usually keep them like a bright pink or red?
Pink.
Pink.
I do.
Mm-hmm. He was showing me very bright. I couldn't tell if it was pink or red toes. So when spirits talk about things that I would not know, I would have no idea that Sissy likes to keep her toes as a bright color. It's a sign of not only who I have, but also that they are around you. Sissy, now he is referencing, okay, he's showing me the sandpaper again. There's some friction in your family.
Yes, ma'am.
Do y'all rub each other wrong like sandpaper?
A lot of us are not even speaking to each other.
I'm sorry. You and some of your sisters?
And my brother, yes, ma'am.
You know, your brother is one. Okay, so when you said that, the sisters, that's going to take time. He's showing it's going to take time. I don't know that your brother's going to come around.
I'm accepting it.
Yeah, he makes me feel like your brother is going to be a long shot if he comes around or not. But now your sisters, he is showing me, it's going to take time, but it's going to be okay. And something is going to happen in the family. He shows me like things just kind of blowing up. And it's going to make everyone realize that whatever y'all are mad about, whatever y'all aren't talking for is nothing in the big scheme of things.
Okay.
Now he's showing me when I was like, what is it? Because you know I'm nosy. And I'm seeing a female, which is a mom or a grandmother representation, who starts having some health problems. Do you have a mom or a grandma on planet that is having some tests run? Is she not feeling well, or are they starting to have some health problems?
My biological mom she has issues with her stomach.
Okay, what is it with stomach problems today? The last person I just had on here had some stomach problems. Is she getting that checked out?
Yes, ma'am. She's going to several different doctors. I'm actually going out to visit her next month.
Oh, where is she?
She's in Idaho.
Oh, wow, that's quite a jaunt. You know, he's letting me know, and I know you're going to tell her this, and she's going to be like, no, I'm comfortable, because she needs to see a different doctor. I'm hearing she needs to see a different specialist.
Okay.
I know she is seeing a specialist, but I see your dad is showing me that someone needs to dig deep. They're not digging deep on her. They're just giving her a cursory blood work. Oh, well, this is off a little bit. Let's fix this. Take care of that. Someone needs to dig deep.
Okay. I'm going to try to talk her into going to a different doctor when I get there.
All right. Thank you, Sissy.
Thank you, Christy. Have a good day.
You too. All right. Let's do some psychic. Y'all got some psychic? Let's do some psychic. Y'all put your question. I know, I threw it on you, right? I just threw it on you. Okay, someone asked, are you able to tell me what spirit is sending me angel numbers? Instantly, when I hit that question, I heard guides. It's your guides that are around you. Okay, Lacrosse Mom. We're going to answer this question intuitively because I am not a medical person. She says, hey, do you know if the prescription vitamin D is good? What are y'all feeling about that? I don't want any head knowledge. I want everyone to tap this intuitively. Is the prescription vitamin D good? What are y'all getting on that? Aunt B is saying no. Sissy's saying yes. Yes. What are you feeling, CJ? My moderator is saying yes. I'm feeling no. Lots of people are saying yes. The no's are definitely in the minority, but I am feeling no. And I wouldn't say, so here's the thing. I didn't ask. I asked if it was good for her. She asked if the prescription vitamin D was good. So then I added on in my head, is it good for her? Because she was asking if it was good, but I felt like she was more of asking if it was good for her. And that's where my no came about. So I'm wondering if Aunt B, the person who got the no, also did that in her head. And everyone else was just tapping the question as it was asked, which was, is it good? Well, yeah, it's good. I'm just feeling it's not good for her. My moderator is acknowledging he did not do that. He just answered the question as it was written. All right. Paige wants to know, will I be able to lose weight this month? So let's answer Miss Paige. Is Paige going to be able to lose weight this month? Is Paige going to be able to lose weight? Let's hear it. Lacrosse Mom is saying yes. I'm hearing yes also. Now the yeses are coming in. Yes, 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 yes. Sissy is saying yes, but later in the month. All right, Miss Karen Sue. Miss Karen wants to know, will my health get better? What are y'all hearing? Will my health get better? What are y'all hearing on that? Miss D is saying yes. Sarah's no. Sissy no. In time. What are you feeling, moderator?
Not doing what she's doing.
Exactly what I was feeling. My moderator said not doing what she's doing, and that's exactly what I was feeling. So, and people are saying not really. You know, some people you can tell they're trying to say nicely that they don't feel your health getting better. And so when I said, why is it not getting better? I leaned into the energy, like, why is it? It was pretty much like my moderator said, not doing what you're doing. And when I tapped into you, I felt just like, it's a very much energetic giving up vibration. And sometimes I get that. We can be frustrated with our health. If anyone can be frustrated with health, it can be me. That's Rochelle. And I feel, but I'm hearing don't give up. You need to rally, Karen. You need to rally, reattack your health plan, really evaluate what you're doing, sit with your intuition, and change. You can get better, but it's going to take some work, and it's going to be you sitting with your intuition. All right. Oh, this is fun. Marilyn wants to know, will I be able to go to San Francisco at the end of the month? Is Marilyn going to be able to go to San Francisco at the end of the month? What are y'all feeling? Is Marilyn going to be able to go to San Francisco the end of the month? Carla is saying no. Sissy is saying yes. It's about 50-50 here so far. What are you feeling, moderator?
I want Marilyn to go.
I know my moderator said, I want Marilyn to go, but I'm feeling no. I'm also feeling no. So let's think about this. It's in May. And so she is saying, so I was feeling, I tapped May, I was like, no. So when I hear like, no, like, well, what does that mean? Is she going to go in June? Yes, I'm feeling it's more likely that you're going to go in June, and it looks like someone here said July. So I think it is, I'm sorry. My dog must be bored. Do you want to see the puppies today? Do you want to see the puppies? No, I was covering up. There's the puppies. This is Odin. Hi, Odin. Oh, he's going to get up on my lap. There's Odin. I know, he's so sweet. That's the puppy. Mm-hmm. He likes to give kisses. Okay, that's enough.
Jenny said you told me that they were going to move to a new house in May, and sure enough, it's in 2 weeks.
Aw, thank you. Someone said that I told them they were going to be moving houses in May and they're moving in 2 weeks. Thank you for confirming that. It's always fun when people tell me when I'm right. It just helps, you know. Oh, there you go. He's smelling y'all. There you go. There you go. Make your debut, Mr. Odin. Oh, now he's licking my computer. He cannot be trusted. All right. Let's see, who do we have here? Okay, we need to get down now. Sarah wants to know if her marriage is going to, what did Sarah say here? Oh, Sarah says, will things be getting better in my marriage? So how are we feeling about Sarah's marriage? Are things going to get better? Are things going to get better in Sarah's marriage? What are y'all feeling? Eventually? No, only with a lot of work. No. What are you feeling, moderator? You're feeling yes. I'm feeling yes too. My moderator is feeling yes, and I'm feeling yes. People are saying yes in time. I do feel like it's going to be time. I do feel like it's going to take some effort, but I'm absolutely feeling that it is worth it and to keep trying. LSU mom said, I'm so ready to get my job offer on Monday that you told me about earlier this week. That's a lot of pressure, LSU mom. Okay, so let's just question Christy. Apparently Christy told LSU mom she was going to get a job offer. That's very specific. I'm not usually so specific. I said Monday. I'm not usually that specific, but you know, good on me, I guess. All right, let's check me out. Is LSU mom going to get her job offer on Monday? Is LSU mom going to get her job offer on Monday? What are we feeling? Thank goodness, Carmen, because, you know, thank you, Sarah, because, I don't know what I was thinking being so specific. I don't usually do that. Oh, Sissy, what are you doing? Next week, but not Monday? Radish, it feels like Tuesday. What are y'all doing? Apparently, Christy said Monday. What are y'all doing? Yes, I don't feel Monday. Okay, now people. I do think it's odd. I'm not usually that specific. Just y'all know most psychic mediums aren't, because you don't want people to do that. You don't be like, okay, it's Monday, and then you don't want poor LSU mom to look at her phone, and every second will feel like an eternity on Monday. Okay. So I'm not usually that specific. So hopefully, LSU mom, please let us know. All right. It's me, Jen, wants to know, will the school take care of the bullying with my son? What are y'all feeling? It's me, Jen. Will the school take care of the bullying that's going on with her son? What are y'all feeling on that? What are y'all feeling? Someone's saying yes, no, yes, no. Yes, if she presses the issue, yes. Someone is saying no. You're going to have to push partially. What are you feeling, moderator?
Just based on the question, no.
My moderator is saying no. I'm also feeling no. But I'm hearing don't let up. Do not let up. You know, one time we were in church, and it's not going to narrow it down because I've been to a lot of churches in my life because my husband's military and we moved around. So I'm not calling anyone out. So one of my kids was being bullied. Y'all can imagine my personality. I was not really having that. And so the pastor's wife, who was a substitute school teacher, that might be calling someone out, but anyway, said, Well, kids just need to learn to defend themselves. Okay, I want to know what the hell kind of world we live in when teachers are saying kids need to learn how to defend themselves. Kids need to be loved. Kids need to learn to appreciate who they are. And if they are in fear, if they are constantly being terrorized by other children and making them feeling less than, they cannot grow into, I shouldn't say they can't grow into healthy adults, but that's going to take some trauma into their adulthood. Yes, thank you, Kimball. They need support. Sissy says, my daughter was bullied all the way through school and at church. Same for my kids. We homeschooled actually. And so it was at church that the bullying was happening. And, it was just, your kids need to learn to, really? Kids don't need to learn to defend themselves. They need to be loved. I'm so glad she's doing better now, Sissy. That is a lot. If they learn to defend themselves and they become the bully and their life is about negativity. Thank you, Tracy. Drop. All right. I am going to head out. I am going to head over to Instagram. So I'm trying to diversify some of my social media platforms. So I am going to head over to Instagram. I'm going to go live on Instagram. If anyone wants to continue this, that's where I will be. You have a beautiful weekend too, Miss Kara. I haven't seen you. My Instagram is Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. My picture, I'm wearing a red dress. All right. Thank you. See y'all over there.